like-minded people, how are you doing? I'm Ricky. I'm here with our fearless leader, Mark. He looks good. He's a nice guy, I promise. Welcome to Like Minded Lunatics. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Please hit that subscribe button. We got lots of content on here. We got reaction videos. We got compare videos. We got eat, drink, play, swear videos. All kinds of stuff. Also hit that like button. We'd really appreciate it. And we're going to do a comparison video here with, what are we doing?
So I thought we would do Once Bitten, Twice Shy.
Ooh.
So I am a huge fan of Great White. I know you are too.
Yes.
And I thought that this song was originally by them. It is not. This song is originally by Ian Hunter. Now, are you familiar with Ian Hunter?
I am not, sir. Please tell more.
I don't know more. All I know is that I wanted to do a reaction to the Great White version.
Yes.
I looked up the Wikipedia and I saw, hey, this was written by Ian Hunter way back in 1975.
I was 3 years old.
Yeah, I wasn't even.
Were you born?
I was not born yet. So I thought we would compare these two. So
yeah, man.
This comes from Ian Hunter's album Ian Hunter in 1975, and then Great White covered it off of their Twice Shy album back in 1989. So I thought we'd put them head to head and just kind of give our opinions.
Let's check it out.
All right, so here we go. Let's do Ian Hunter first, 1975.
Hello.
Keep your hands to yourself.
It does sound like that.
I don't know.
Well, the time's getting hard to do, little girl. I'm a humming and strumming out of God's word. Can't remember when you got your last finger, and you don't know how a woman feels. You didn't know what rock and roll was until you met the drummer of the Greyhound Blues. I got there in the nick of time before he got his hands across your slate.
What are you thinking so far?
I'm very jealous of their haircuts, I'll have to say.
I do like, I am enjoying their haircuts. Boy, that's just letting it go. I love it.
No, it's cool. There's a lot of energy and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, I grew up on the Great White, so I am probably comparing it to that a little bit. But it's good. I kind of like it.
Awesome. Well, Great White, here we go. 1989 from the Twice Shy album.
Well, the times are getting hard for you, little girl. I'm a humming and a strumming all over God's world. You can't remember when.
You know, I do appreciate, I love the fact that they're showing close-ups of the guitar and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it feels like just hanging out with the boys in the band.
The snake boots.
Yes.
You can't remember when you got your last meal, and you don't know just how a woman feels. You didn't know what rock and roll was until you met my drummer on a great tour bus.
All right, so the original was a Greyhound bus, and I think they said a great tour bus.
I said Greyhound, but then I think they changed it, yes.
I think they went to
Maybe those copywriters. I don't know.
either that or they're like, Greyhound?
Greyhound?
What in the hell? No, we've got a tour bus, folks.
I got there in the nick of time before he got his hands across the state line. Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and say it. There's not enough piano in rock songs.
No. And I really missed it when it didn't come up on the Ian Hunter one. It's like that.
It does add a little more dimension to it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, let's bounce back to Ian.
Yeah. They're all like, where are we?
I know. I love the dude in the back drinking his beer.
He's like, I'm gonna have a drink.
I'm just gonna be drinking. You know, they wouldn't allow that stuff now. Like, they'd have the producer would come out and be like, who has the open container? Jeff, get that off the stage. They wouldn't allow that shit to happen anymore.
There's some piano in there.
There is.
There was some little piano licks.
And maybe this is just a product of them doing it live, but Great White's feels mixed way better.
Yeah.
You can really hear the difference between the instruments, and I really like that when it's not a cacophony. You can oh, here comes
very
a good
polished.
Yeah, here's the piano part. I love
Yeah.
that. Well, there's a problem. This sumbitch isn't even playing. He's just dancing.
No.
Well, that's why we're not hearing the keys.
Where's my beer?
I know. This seems less sung than kind of
screamed.
kind of spoken wordish almost. Not sure what's happening.
Beatnik poetry.
Oh my God!
Twice shy, babe.
Are people of Ian Hunter going to get mad at us? I don't know. Let's go back to Great White. Oh no! I don't want to start it over. What is happening? We went to a Ronstein video. Oh my God, Ricky! Here we go.
We'll forgive you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I've got too many windows.
Now it's the middle of the night on the open road. The heater don't work and it's all so cold. You're looking tired, you're looking kinda beat. The rhythm of the street show knocks you off your feet. You didn't know how rock and roll looked.
All right. I don't know. Do you recognize her at all?
Is she from the cover of that record?
Well, she's of the cover of one record, not this one.
I don't know. Who is she?
This is Bobby Brown. She was married to Janie Lane. She's the girl in the Cherry Pie video.
Cherry Pie, yeah.
Yep, she is
With Warrant.
Yep,
Yeah.
she's a famous video vamp from the 80s.
I got you.
Until you caught your sister with the guys from the group. Halfway home in the parking lot. By the look in her eye, she was giving what she got. Said, my, I'm once bitten, twice shy, babe.
The other thing I like about the Great White version is this seems like an audience jam song.
Oh, yeah.
You know, where like they're encouraging you to sing along. Bah, bah, bah.
Yeah.
Like they're really wanting it. I don't know that Ian Hunter's feels that way to me. He feels like he's telling you how it is.
And everyone's like, where am I?
Yeah. Oh boy, Ian is very emphatic about this. There was the keys.
There we go.
Oh, it is.
There's an organ in there.
You know, I'm liking it. I feel like I like Great White better. I don't know, and maybe it's just because that's what we heard
That's
first.
what we grew up with.
Yeah.
I'm once bitten, twice shy, babe. I'm once bitten, twice shy, babe.
I do like, let me back this up a little bit so we can see it. I do like how all these dudes bought the Stevie Ray Vaughan starter pack.
Oh, yeah.
Like they all have the hats with the conches on it. Bobby Dahl from Poison obviously bought that same starter pack. It's like, I'm going to go with the Stevie Ray Vaughan look.
Mark Kendall. That's Mark Kendall. The guitarist of Great White.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's great.
Again, I'm not saying anything about his playing. His playing is
No.
phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
But that conch hat with the
Everybody wearing,
Woman, you're a mess, gonna die in your sleep. There's blood on my hand, and my lips tall speed. Can't keep you home from messing around. My best friend told me you're the best lick in town. You didn't know that rock and roll burned, so you bought a candle and you lived and you learned.
That's some. I love the guitar right there. Yes, doing the upstrokes on it. Oh, it's great.
You didn't know that rock and roll burned, so you bought a candle and you lived and you learned.
Yeah.
You got the
Good use of
rhythm.
music terminology. Upstrokes.
Yes.
You are correct.
I love it.
Mama's little baby likes it short and sweet. I said, Mama.
Although listening to it now, Ricky, the lyrics are starting to kind of swerve into
Creepiness?
Winger's 17. It's starting to go that way.
Oh.
I'm trying to ignore that as much as humanly possible, but there are moments in this where I'm like, gross, guys.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Once bitten, twice shy, baby. Mama, I'm once bitten, twice shy, baby. Mama, I'm once bitten, twice shy, baby.
All right, the big solo part.
Oh, I love the guitar solo in here.
All right, let's go to Ian
Hang
first, and then we'll come back to. You know what this sounds like to me?
A bunch of drunk guys on
That's
stage.
exactly what I was gonna say. This sounds like a band. The next morning they were like, "That was fucking awesome. We killed it last night." And then they watched the playback and they're like,
What? I was there?
"Jesus Christ, I thought it sounded way better than that."
know.
Like, no, I was there, dude. I thought so too. But no, it's a mess. That's not to say that being in that room would have been probably amazing.
And like what you said, part of it probably is the live recording. You know,
Yes.
it's not set up and all that. But it is a little, it's funny. A little rough.
a little loosey goosey.
Little rustic.
Yeah. And you were a gigging musician for a lot of years.
Yeah.
I'm sure you had a lot of nights where you were like, "We were awesome," and then somebody gives you a recording, you're like, "What
A
happened?"
VHS tape, yeah. And it's like, God, I was that bad out of tune? Why didn't someone say something? I thought you were in tune, man.
Sounded good to me.
Those those 5 beers.
That's right. Here comes our solo.
I didn't know you had a rock and roll legend. I didn't know you pictured that another guy's jacket. You told me I was the only one. But look at you now. It's no use letting you know.
I've always loved that last verse. It's a good last verse. Oh, there's something we were talking about. We were talking about. So, folks, before this, we were doing a little bit of guitar work. We were talking about Billy Gibbons playing with his thumb. He's running his thumb on the 6 on the E string.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome. All right, people get pissed when I stop the guitar solo.
I love a slate.
I didn't know you had a rock and roll record until I saw your picture on another guy's jacket. You told me I was the only one, but look at you now, it's dark as it's gone. My, I'm once bitten, twice shy, babe.
And I've always thought it was appropriate that they had Bobby Brown in here because I saw your picture on another guy's jacket. She dated a ton of lead singers,
There you go.
married Janie Lane. So
There you go.
I feel like this song is kind of like dedicated to Bobby in this.
I'm once bitten, twice shy, baby. I'm once bitten,
right? And I've always thought, again, I've seen this video a dozen times. But they give Bobby this shot,
Of
and
course.
then we get Bobby, this dude, like, oh my God. You had to know, like, in the editing bay, I mean, I feel like I've edited so much crap. The editor was like, all right, well, let's put this reaction. Immediately after Bobby's boobs, we'll put that.
I was bitten twice shy, babe. I said, Mama.
His conches are off the hook. All right, let's continue. It really is just a cacophony at the end, isn't it?
Man, this is the best song I've ever heard in my life.
I
man.
know, that's what it feels
Oh my
like.
God.
What a great night. What a
Oh.
great night.
I always remember this. What time is it?
That's right. Let's go to Waffle House. All right, let's finish.
You know what I was just thinking is like, I feel like the guitar solo is okay, but from the 60s and 70s, even some great bands like Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath I love, but the guitar solos were not completely polished, whereas you listen to the Great White we're listening to now, it's like the technique in the 80s and 90s, I guess it got more focused on like guitar technique. It's just more, guitars solos are just more polished and more focused.
I'm wondering if it has to do with like, I'm just spitballing here, like replication. Whereas like the solos in the 60s and 70s were about jam, and in the 80s and 90s it was about no selling albums, which means get the notes right.
Get it perfect. That's a great
Get the notes right.
point.
And then, you know, because you've got like Eddie Van Halen and then Randy Rhoads and all these guys who are doing these big solos that kind of turn into compositions on their own.
Yep.
I mean, because you hear little guitars and you hear Eruption and all those things. People are trying to duplicate those note for note. Whereas I feel like in the 60s and 70s, it's like, jam time!
Yeah. Let's go. We're kind of in this key.
What happened? I have no idea.
That's a fair point, man.
I was bitten twice shy, baby. Mama, I was bitten twice shy, baby.
Oh, man. On the album, the outro's a lot longer, and there's this great solo. Even does some tapping and stuff.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, so I don't remember that.
I do. Yeah.
You know what? I may not have had this album. I may have had the Great White's Greatest Hits album.
Oh, okay.
Huh.
No, I had this one. I saw Great White open for Whitesnake when I was in high school. And I don't remember this specific song, but they were great. I remember they were a really, really good band.
Great White was...
Yeah, they were great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know what this matchup reminded me of? It reminded me of the Arrows and Joan Jett I Love Rock and Roll matchup.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, when we watch the Arrows, I'm like, objectively, it's a good song. I liked the song. But when Joan does it, this is my song.
Yeah.
And I feel the same way here. Like, Ian Hunter's version was great. And I fully appreciate, I bet it was fun time in the room.
Yeah.
Band was good. But this?
That's what we grew up on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. What are your closing thoughts on this one?
I completely concur.
Yeah?
Yep.
Well, folks, let us know what you think in the comments. Are you an Ian Hunter type person or are you a Great White type person? And let us know in the comments. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. And take care of yourselves, folks. Rick and I'll see you soon.